Okay, so I got problems with this and I'm not sure what they are. In the intervening time, I did a slightly bigger render, not very big, but 13 recursions, I think. It's a little bit more interesting to look at. That's with no scaling. And this is offering some more information. I'll sort out the way this looks shortly. If I switch this to exponential scaling and apply, none of this, like these values changed maybe. These values changed. It doesn't look like the actual sort of breakdown changed at all. Even though there should be stuff in these things if this is 77. This 4.8, I just like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Maybe. Don't know. I feel like there should be something in there. If that's like 1/25th of this is more than 25 pixels. Or 1/20th. Almost. So, if 0.4 has a little sliver of something, which I see it does, 4.8 should do too. I'm not sure why that is. So, first off, the graphs aren't updating correctly. I think this graph maybe was displaying more or less correctly. To have, like, what happens if I come out and come in again? Yeah, look at that. Top bar still looks like it's wrong to me, but the others are looking more believable. Just out of curiosity. And the debugger is running as well. No, the debugger is not running, is it? Ugh, I can't believe I just closed that. Just by accident, god damn it. So, where were we? Right, it didn't put this back to exponential. Apply it. The numbers change, the bars don't. That's weird. And reopen it. The bars have changed. What I was going to do was say 77 plus 18.3 plus 2.9 plus, look at that, 0.5. Like, I could not get 4.7 extra from, it adds up to more than 100 is what I'm saying. So, okay. Clearly my sums, as so often is the case, leave plenty to be desired. But it's a little bit tricky to know where on earth to start as well. Yes, I suppose I feel like there are the two parts of it. There's this apply settings, array copy to array work position equals view position, paint array project array work pics frame info, array work update details, graph detail. So there's the update details bit. And there's this bit that shows the array inside the array gadget. Inside the array gadget, show array. Does graph set data array distribution? And bar graph gadget set data. Does this high equals 0, total equals 0, I equals 0. Data equals d slice 0, so it just copies it. That's my understanding. Columns equals data length. I equals 0 into columns. Set the high point and the total. Okay, first problem. Heights clear. That should help at any rate. And finish draw. Max percent equals this. So max percent has changed, columns has changed, heights has changed, gradient's not fussed with, and axis width isn't fussed with. Let's just have another little look. Not, I don't know, can't predict all of the outcomes of that, except for, first off, that the heights of the columns should update now properly. It was just adding more and more to the end of it there. So that is doing this. So if I say none and apply, right, sums are still wrong. Like 4.8, I just don't believe. But for what it's worth, right, this has gone to 0. Now I'm tempted to close my calculator. Let's quickly rattle these off again. 51 plus 14.6 plus 21.4 plus 8.9 plus 2.1 equals 98, and all like plus 0.5 plus 0.5. So it's got to get 1.5 out of these, which it can do. Can it? No, it can't. It can't. Unless, well, it's possible my rounding float thing isn't that great, which it can maybe, just maybe can. Like maybe really, really just... I suppose if some of these are rounding down when maybe they shouldn't, then yes, it certainly can actually, so... I mean... I'm slightly prepared to believe that this sum has now been done correctly, but this, blatantly not. If I go back to none, still blatantly not. 4.8 and 99%. No. How is that one so out? And why is it? So what if I do a linear scale of 0.5? Absolutely nothing changes, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't, because this is proportional. This number might change. Yeah, this changes. This changes. Yeah, it does. Interesting that the high area seems to increase, but oh well, never mind. Okay, well, I think I got something there. And I feel like this is now doing a correct sum, maybe. Probably. This starts to look pretty bad. This is 13 recursions. More recursions would help that lower. This does take up a lot of space. I don't know if I really am that worried about it. Okay. Where do I look next? How do I find out why it is, for example, this adds up incorrectly? It figures that out by saying high times max percent. And that is not really great seeming. Well, I don't know though, is it? It kind of is, really. It's just that that last bar seems to have... Well, I mean, how can it be getting it wrong? How can it be getting it wrong? Heights is a number between 0 and 1. Data I... Oh, no, hang on a sec. Yeah, that's right. I'm confusing myself because this is called data, and the stuff inside array is also called data, but no, this is the graphs data. T is a float, high is a float, data is a float, heights is a list of floats. Everything here is a float. Max percent is an int. Aha. That's pretty strange. I think I'm going to make max percent into a float. And I'm going to just have another little look. And actually what I'm then going to do is I'm going to make all my numbers floats. So I'm going to make all of the arrays floats. I mean, oh god, I suppose I could do the thing of making every float in the entire program a double. One moment. Okay, slight interruption. Okay, so this is still reading 4.8%. Just clearly wrong. How is that 4.8? How is this one seemingly right? Let's have a little quick look in recursor classes. This array def update details. I don't suppose things like this will make much difference. I mean, I could... The total's a float, the data length is not, but... Hang on a second. Well, maybe I should just go for it and make this into a float. It's like some of the very highest numbers I've had. Yeah, I mean, can I make it into doubles? What happens if I just do that? Does that really, really upset all things? Like, I actually don't want to do that just yet. I want to remember, yeah, unsigned int. Like, average is just not required to do these extra sums. If data I equals highest, I don't know. I have a feeling I should just bite the bullet and at least make that array floats. I mean, God, it could be, and it would be better to be. It could be and would be better to be. It's like it's not changing the high area. The high area of 1 is what I expect. Oh, me. Maybe there is an error with my sum here, actually. But no, I don't see. Honestly, I don't see how there can be a sort of error here. Obviously, I don't see how there can be, but max percent equals int I divided by total. That just is annoying because it does kind of seem to. It sort of seems to work. But how can it be that case where I get 99 in one and 4.8 in another? So I have a feeling I'm going to have to know actual numbers, and that's pretty annoying. It's not what I really want to actually store. I'm just looking and looking, and I apologize for going silent. But this should probably be truncated float, comma 1. that away. And just have another little look. That won't do any good, I don't think, but let's see. I'm so sure something's just going odd in that last column, because it's displaying a percentage number that really is just entirely derived. 99.4, 0.4. Well, you know, that is more detail now. Still not much more because I'm truncating the floats. Um, 4.8. Really, it should be like 0.2. And there's nothing being drawn. These at least look, you know, I don't know if this distribution is right, but I'm bloody certain. And I don't know if this distribution is right. It's just that if 0.4 gets a bit of bar, 4.8 should get a bit of bar. How can it be that it gets to the end, gets to the last one, g height, bar height equals g height times high. High is this number. High times max, but max percent doesn't change. High. I'm really, really baffled by that. I'm really baffled how it can draw a, like, this bar, which is apparently has 0 height, but then can write high times max percent of 4.8. And how it can be right on another occasion. And I'm just very frustrated by it, and I do not understand. It's like, even if it was the right distribution, why doesn't it add up to 100? Why isn't there a bar there? I think the distribution is somehow correct, it's just displaying a totally wrong. Has it got something to do with truncated float? What if I just... How can I have some... I mean, I have a feeling my truncated float is doing something daft, but it can't be making something like that happen. I think what I will try is just the string of that. And that's going to scoot all the way off this side. But if there is some reason that my truncated float's having a problem with a particular number, I wonder actually if it's an E number. But no. It is. It's 4.8 times E to the etc. God damn it. I don't want E numbers. So how do I... Okay, well, on the one hand, good. But how do I stop that happening? It's like okay, well, I can clutch it. I can clutch it. Um, but it's still annoying, and so I have to look at the truncated float. Okay, well, now I'm tempted to assume if I just do clutch it, here's how I decide that. I say, well, first off, I go back to this. But what I do is I say if high times max percent is greater than... God damn it. It's like, how often do I have to... I'll just have another local. And this local will be called bar label. And it'll be a float. No, it'll be yeah, no, god damn it. It'll be called bar percent, and it'll be a float. And bar p will equal this. And if bar p is less than 0.01, I'm only doing it to 1 point, so actually if I say if it's less than 0.1, I'll say I have to make this better, I really do. This is just crazy. Ugh, it's just so hideous, but I'm just going to copy it and I'm going to do it this way for now. Else end. And here I say less than 0.1%. And here it can equal bar p. Okay. And this equals this, really? Where am I at? 14 minutes. I think that kind of... Let's see how you do. I got the debugger on? No. Bar P. Okay. I will sort this out. As I think about it, it makes a lot of sense to make the tables draw more efficiently, and they can certainly be made to draw more efficiently. Okay, look at that, all less than 0.1%. I do a redistribution. It apparently seems to work. Well, look, having the extra little 51.6% has pushed that over the edge. That's fine though, because I will make these into labels. I can make it look a lot nicer if I just accept the fact these will be labels, because they can be positioned inside the gadget, they can be aligned such that the gadget will resize automatically, their contents will be set and faster to draw. They won't need to be decided every frame. I won't need to be basically coding the positions of these every frame. only when the data is set will these get updated. So, let me have a little look at this. You there. Come on. Right, 13 minutes there. And 17 minutes there. I've just basically passed. So I feel like I've figured this out. My truncated float thing, I was correct to get in there and get suspicious about it. I always have been, and I am now more so. I will change this such that all of these little written bits of stuff are labels. It'll allow me to center these ones at the bottom, keep these ones down to the bottom left, align these so that they're sorted out, that they appear aligned to the right, just right to the right. It'll be better. And I will do that bit of it next time.